Hello. How is everyone? How's your week? Mine's been kind of topsy-turvy, kind of week. Finally, everything's paying off apparently because I got an interview Friday at a place I would love to work at. And hopefully I could get on. It's around water. I'm a very go with the flow kind of person now. I enjoy the water. Now let's discuss the Notre Dame. It's sad that a church as magnificent, well, technically a cathedral as magnificent as Notre Dame had to go under flames. It's sad, but nobody was hurt. That should have been the main thing. Nobody was hurt. What about these churches that people were killed and they were attacked? Don't forget them. Remember, objects can be replaced. I know it's lost history, but people can't be replaced either. After all humanity has done, I still root for humanity. If we lose humanity, we lose who we are. We lose heart. I've got faith of the heart. That's one of the best theme songs, I swear. One of the best out of Star Trek. And I never got to see past season 3 of Enterprise. I wish I did. But I loved it. T'Pol, my favorite Vulcan other than Spock. She's sassy and she could look at you like she's gonna kill you. Like she already stole your soul. Favorite Vulcan. And what about the Game of Thrones? How's everyone liking Game of Thrones? You can learn a lot of politics through Game of Thrones, by the way. And a lot of shows like this does have politics somewhere involved in them, and you can learn as well. They're not useless in any way, sense, or form. It brings awareness to a lot of issues that we face in today's society. And the Orville is one of them. Yes. Always. On another note, I will discuss another thing that I really like that Charlotte has done is the body cams for the police to be held accountable for their actions in case something happens and it's just a he said she said kind of thing, or a he said. You know, you get the drift. It's pretty much like that. I like the body cams because for that very reason, like I said. Because we aren't there to watch it ourselves. So it's good to have video, tangible evidence to link back to the crime But still, there's one issue. How can they keep taking more people that shot up schools? They could take them in without killing them. That's actually a reasonable question. It really is. You can't. I am for stricter gun laws. Even I don't trust myself with guns, seriously. It's the easiest way out anyone can do. But every one of us overestimates, or not overestimates, I meant underestimates the power we have on others. How we can hurt people with just saying nothing or saying something. We don't realize that what we do affects others or impacts them in a negative way. Words are powerful. Even words of hate. I know what verbal abuse is. Being told you're stupid. Being put down. I've been there. I've been there emotionally. That's why no one can hurt me. Because nobody's hurt me more than I have myself. That's a fact. When anybody says, I've said worse to myself. But to put all seriousness aside, we can make this world happy. It's our mindset that's the problem. We make it too damn complicated. It's simple. But we as humans make it hard. We keep on saying, oh, it ain't all that easy. It is. Be nice. Be kind. Keep your mouth shut. Unless it's really important and you gotta stand up for someone else. There's sometimes you do have to defend people you love. Me, I can't help it. That's one of my flaws. When I see someone bad-mouthing someone I love, I care and respect for and adore, I want to jump in. I want to jump into the fray. I want to be the shield to guard that person, to take the bullet. That's the type of person I am. And I accept me for me now. The thing is, a lot of us are expecting the same thing back that we give. And not everyone's like us. And that's where love becomes a transaction. And it shouldn't be a transaction. It shouldn't be, oh, you do this for me, I do this for you. No. I did this for you. Then you should have done this for me. No. Love doesn't count that. Love doesn't count the cost. Love's just being there. Being present. And the present moment is more than enough. And you talk things out offline. And if you've had problems with others, just block, move on. It's just that simple. Maybe I'm old-fashioned to a extent that I don't believe in controlling people. Well, that's not old-fashioned, actually. That's probably some of the new brains. I believe a person should be accepted for who they are. And I believe that a person should make their own choices. Free will. I always believed in free will and not controlling. I don't want to be one of those controlling bitches. Seriously. You should be able to trust the other person not to hurt you. You should be vulnerable with it. I know I used to be so hard. My walls used to be so way more than they are now. And I'm glad I brought all those walls down. And I'm glad I love who I love. I have no regrets for doing that. No matter the weight. Trusting the process, I've learned that. And I'm learning balance. The balance of the force. All of us have light and dark in us, like yin and yang. And you'll learn that from Star Wars. And if you don't like Star Wars, you won't get along with me. Not much. I love Star Wars. Not unless if you haven't watched it and you're okay, then you're okay. But someone who continues to badmouth it, yeah, we're not gonna get along. Sorry, not sorry. I love how Star Wars is turning now. I love her. I love the character Rey. And I love different. I accept different. But I can tell you about the movie Hellboy. I'm not going to spoil. The thing I don't like about the movie is that I couldn't feel for this one particular character. And I should, since I'm an empath. I usually could feel for characters in a movie. But this particular one, I was supposed to care. Excuse me. I had a piece of cantaloupe earlier. As I was saying, this one particular character I was supposed to care about, I didn't even shed a tear. And that's all I'm going to say. That's my biggest problem with Hellboy. It had a lot of freaky stuff in it. Oh, Lord, hell knows. I would say one character looked like someone from Death Note. But I think that was the best aspect of it. The storyline was interesting. I mean, it was a tad interesting on the storyline. But, it wasn't as good as Ron Perlman's ones after I gave it a chance. I have to admit, Ron Perlman was a better Hellboy. I'm not sorry. I liked it. It was fun. But I couldn't say I loved it, though. And I usually say, oh, I love this. I feel this. but I didn't feel it. It's weird because it was a toss-up between Hellboy and Dumbo. And I wish I would have went and seen Dumbo. But I wasn't in the mood for something like that. I was in the mood for action. We got some action here and there. I did feel for Hellboy. Let me tell you that. That's one thing they did do right. I did feel for Hellboy. Because I've been there. I've been there with the backstabbing. Trust me. I've been there. And as someone adopted... I mean, not all adopted children are going through this. There are some wonderful parents out there who have raised their children. And foster children. But in my situation and some of the foster children that my family's raised, some can be a little nicer if they wanted to be. If they wanted to be. And catching your own mother talk bad about you to someone else is pretty much the down low on my part of it. Yes. And you know what? The past is the past. I'm happy. I got a better support system. I have 2 best friends I hang out with. And I have more friends than that support me. We just don't get to hang out as often. And I do talk to them. But most of the support comes from people I've met on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram. I don't care what people say, they don't count them. I count them. Friends are friends no matter where you meet. And one more than friend because I adore him so much. I love every single one of them. And I love that one. Yeah, I should be able. As for that, anything else doesn't matter. I don't care for anyone giving me money. Because I'm not a charity case, for one. I do have pride. I'm not no beggar. The thing I need the most is what money cannot buy. Support. Emotional support. And really love. Something you can't buy. And I feel like I have that. And I'm so appreciative of everything. Everything that's been done. And there's things I have to do on my own. And I feel like finally if I get this, it can start going step by step. More, because sometimes life does not work out the way it's planned, and sometimes life works itself out too. So, funny thing about life, it happens. That's actually true. And like Frank Sinatra said, that's life. I can't wait for the second episode of Game of Thrones, though. I can't wait to find out more. I know some things others have said about it. I'm going to ignore it because I got to see it for myself to believe it. Even The Force Awakens was ruined because someone said Solo died on the internet. And I didn't really feel it when it actually happened. I felt a little bit, but I was prepared for it. I was like, what? I should have stayed off the internet. That was my fault for being curious. Curiosity sometimes kills the cat. But, well, in certain situations, that's actually true. Being too curious is not a good thing sometimes. But what can I do? I just love mysteries too as well. That's why I love Harry Potter movies and books. Because it's mysteries. Basically what it is. Sherlock Holmes. One of the best detectives. Come on. I've seen Murder Express. I wasn't that impressed with it, but it was okay. It was okay. I'm gonna call it good night, and I hope y'all have an amazing time. That's my video diary for the day. Ciao for now.